Ha ha, aha, yeehaw. I'm Karen Hand, and I'm here for the challenge. By the way, I brought along my third eye for clarity today. We're going to go way back in time for the ha ha moment, which was not very funny at the time, but I look back and boy, was it a telling experience. Now, you may already know that before I became a hypnotist, I was a radio personality. I had over a 30-year career on the air in Chicago. But before I came to Chicago, of course, I had to learn how to do the radio business. And when I was in college studying radio and working at the college radio station, I was called upon to do my very first on air interview. I was so excited and so scared. And all you have to do is really talk, right? Well, I was interviewing a guy who called the football games at the college and also worked in Washington, D.C. as a political operative. Now, I could talk to him all day about football, but I didn't really know much about politics. I was young and naive in my very early 20s. Didn't care about politics much then either. And so when it came time, we talked for a good 15 minutes about football, and then we turned the conversation to politics. Remember, it was a 30-minute interview. I asked the question I'd prepared for politics, and he answered it in a couple of moments. And then I went blank. Nothing. There was nothing there. I had nothing else to ask him. I had no place else to go with the interview. And I ended that interview, that 30-minute interview, in 18 minutes. I was mortified. Went off to the ladies' room and just cried because I knew I was a complete failure. I would never be any good at this at all. It was a simple embarrassment, as it turns out, and a wonderful learning experience because I have never gone short on a presentation ever again in my life. I learned to over prepare. Now, fast forward to AHA and doing presentations as a hypnotist. I learned that lesson very well, always over prepared. And the aha came when once, very early in my hypnosis career, I was doing a presentation and ran out of time before I ran out of material. Aha, there's a balance. And right then, I learned present your value first in a presentation. Over prepare and bring extra stuff so you can pad out the time if necessary, but present your value and then upsell or add value after you've done that. That was the aha for me. Now, the yeehaw is still about a hypnosis presentation. I have always, since I've been a hypnotist, wanted to teach hypnosis from the perspective of a cinematographer, a director. Because one of the things we know, right, is that when you go into a movie and you are completely entranced by the story, you negatively hallucinate the people sitting next to you. You negatively hallucinate the fact that there's a director and a cinematographer and a cameraman and a sound guy. You just negatively hallucinate all that because you are entranced. That's some heavy duty skill, is it not? And yes, there's skill that involves the movie and involves other things as well, nonverbal things along the way. Well, my friend Nathan Gist, who is also an actor as well as a hypnotist, loved this idea. So we are joining forces this year for HypnoThoughts Live and doing a post-conference presentation on cinematic hypnosis, teaching you how to use all of the magic that they use in Hollywood to create a wonderful setting for your clients. Positive hallucination, negative hallucination, change, and relaxation along the way if that's what you want. Cinematic hypnosis. It is going to be a great day with a lot of learning and really interesting insights into how we produce a trance. I hope you'll join us there. And HypnoThoughts Live is our big family reunion. YeeHaw, we're all getting together again in Vegas. See you at the Sahara.